and drop the gate. Anstey not first to the corner, but he's on the inside. He's going to come out in about third. He's got McElrath in front of him and Hicks in front of him. And Kyle Peters with a great start right up the inside on Max Anstey. McElrath out front, Hicks running in second. Anstey looks like he's holding down third. Peters with a great start on that Venom Bud Racing entry.
That's his best start of the night, too. McElrath, way to bounce back. He's had a rough one.
Anstey just gets him right there with Hicks on the inside. He got through those whoops so good, Daniel.
Yeah, that was a great run. That's pretty much what he's done all season long. But now, let's go champion on champion. All right, Anstey's won this thing. McElrath is your defending champion. This is a battle that we expected coming into the championship. And if you're Shane right now, maybe a little frustration is going to give you that fire to get one on Max Anstey while Cody Schock tries to find his way in the third.
This could be exactly what McElrath needs to end the win streak for Max Anstey.
And this might be the race where Anstey has to make that decision, because this is going to take a lap or two to get going. And maybe he just gets him really quickly because that's what he's been able to do. But maybe he starts second guessing, because this track has been tough. We've seen a lot of crashes tonight. Well,
the best thing Max can do is get up there and put some heat on the backside of McElrath. Shane has made some mistakes tonight. He's one that doesn't normally succumb to pressure, but that's probably the best thing Max could do right now. And here's Cody Schock, the late arrival on the night, as we predicted, making the move on Hicks. This would be for third. Schock trying to get to the inside, not there yet. Schock on that 69. And hey, look who's back. 43, Colin Park, just in front of Kyle Peters and Peters' teammate, the Canadian Cole Thompson.
Yeah, Schock needs to make this move very, very fast, and he's faster, so he has the speed, but Colin Park also has the speed. So for Cody Schock, find it, be aggressive, do something, because Colin Park has been great tonight, and he is right there in the shadows.
Well, Hicks is a champion, not at Supercross, but at Arena Cross, so he knows what it takes to be a big winner.
Yeah, and Arena Cross racers have craft, because you have to have it to be successful there, so this might be a battle of craft versus power.
He gets a little out of shape through that whoop section, and Schock right there. That's the move he was waiting on.
Very aggressive, cut under. Hicks is going to go up the inside, but Schock very smart there.
Schock has the momentum around the outside, and now Colin Park starts to size up the 460.
Hey, so we're a couple laps in, and Max Anstey is not winning. He's still sitting back about a second, 1.3 on Shane McElrath, as Colin Park now tries to be the one making moves on Hicks. So two battles going on this track.
Park to the outside of Hicks. He's around.
Big mistake by Hicks there. Doesn't get that 3 in the rhythm section. Colin Park moves a little to his left. Good work, good instincts. And now the battle is on for that podium. Those two are coming in very close in points.
Peters trying to think if he can get his Cowie around that 460. Hicks on the start, the electric motorcycle. Making its debut in World Supercross competition in 2025.
You see at the top of the screen, Anstey's closing a little. He went from 1.3 to 1.1. Now it's back to 1.2, so still sitting in that same spot.
And he's getting those times from his mechanic as they go past the mechanic's area. He can sense that he's closing, but he's getting confirmation on it and encouragement to keep digging. He's there now. He's there now. The fight is on for the lead and the win here. And what could be the overall as well for Max Anstey.
He did that
another
big
clean
quad
sweep
out of the rhythm section too, which is what cost him in the Super Pole. So he's not afraid to go back to lines that gave him issues. But good job, Shane McElrath, hanging in there. He's improved in the whoops in this main event.
Shane is not going to be easy to get around, that's for sure. The rider out of North Carolina has that #1 plate for a reason. He's a 2-time FIM World Supercross champion. Anstey looking for his second world championship.
Going back to what you said about taking risks, instead of just being aggressive and forcing it, he's going to have to be a little bit more calculated with a champion like Shane McElrath. So I see a rider who is taking his time because he's going to have to make a smart move, maybe not an aggressive move. That seems to be the play here for Anstey.
You see the live GP standings. Anstey's got a couple of points up on McElrath. Cody Schock sits 4 Mac behind that. Cullen Park in 4th. Oh, Anstey to the outside, cutting back inside. Can't get him just yet, but McElrath senses him right up alongside.
Yeah, Anstey's being very patient, very smart, not forcing the issue. Right on him.
Separating these two right now in those live standings. Anstey trying to shake that up a little bit if he can get around for the lead here. Tries to cut back in, can't get it squared up enough. He'll follow him over the wall jump for now.
You know, this is fun to watch too because Max has spent so much time alone this year. But now to be in a position where he has to play this game, it's a test of his craft, which we haven't seen much of because he doesn't have to ever use it. So I really like watching him work the track, move around, getting to see that other side of Max Anstey.
In order for McElrath to win the overall here tonight, Anstey's going to have to fall all the way back to 4th, which the way he's riding right now means he'd have to crash. Anstey to the outside, lots of speed, new leader.
So smart. So smart. Instead of cutting under, he knew he had just the space. He also knows that Shane is not a super aggressive rider. He's not going to put him over the berm. And you saw him just kind of sit back and then shoot around that berm. I mean, that's just some smart racecraft by a guy who's got his game together.
Well, as you said, we've seen his speed all season long. Tonight we're seeing the racecraft, and there's a reason why Max Anstey's a world champion. That's it. And he's on his way maybe to his 2nd world championship.
That's fun to watch. You know, I mean, we get these chaotic battles where we're just like, can't believe our eyes, but it's fun sometimes to see a one-on-one with 2 respectable, smart, calculated riders play the game, and that was a lot of fun to see them both execute. Shane was playing great defense too, but sometimes one guy's just got a little bit more than the other, and we saw that there.
Yeah, Shane didn't really do anything wrong.
No.
Anstey just found the opportunity. But we've still got a handful of laps to go here, and anything is possible.
Yeah, and if you're Shane McElrath, look, this is a massive bounce back to the front, but a win would feel so much better. And he's got less to lose for sure, so Shane's not going to give in on this. If he can keep him close, if something presents itself, he'll go for it, but starting to lose a 10th at a time.
Now you can see the speed out of Anstey as he's out front, clean of McElrath, putting in quick laps and opening up that gap to 1.6 seconds in what, a lap and a half?
Yeah, and this is starting to look like he did late in that 2nd race where he just went into calculation mode. He just went into, you know, perfect fundamentals, just execute. But this battle is still on. Good recovery by Hicks also to stay with these boys. But the Park Schock battle, that's been on tonight.
Max Anstey has already claimed 135 championship points here in 2025. Stunning season for sure. Englishman just putting on a heck of a show. And Cullen Park on the Moto Concepts Racing Honda sits in 3rd, number 43. His best ride of the year for sure.
It's a great opportunity for him to stack those points too with Enzo Lopes, who is in front of him in championship points. I mean, he's back in 15th right now, so 2 bad races in a row gives Park a chance. Oh, Schock with a big quad right there, but it gives Park a chance to now move up in those standings. Shane McElrath is still in there, so this battle for 2nd was Schock, McElrath, Park. That's going to be a fight all the way to the end of this championship, and Lopes, really, really tough night that started so well.
Oh, Park really struggling through the whoops that time. Getting close to the final lap here. Cody Schock on that number 69, 28 years of age, out of Delaware. And Cullen Park just in front of him.
This track has produced some great racing. This soil being dry and slick, it really challenges the riders to find the balance. They're wired to be aggressive. They practice aggressive. They train aggressive. They think aggressive. And then you have a track that you have to give some respect. It makes things go wild. That's what's happened tonight.
Yep. No doubt about it. Anstey on his way looking for his career 18th race victory in FIM World Supercross competition. If he can hang on here on this final lap, it will be his 5th overall win in FIM World Supercross career victories.
Just perfect.
Well, guess what, Max? You're going to have to hear us talk about it a little bit longer.
Yep.
Max Anstey on his way to being perfect on another night here, this time at the 2025 Australian GP on the Gold Coast. And he showed us another trick up the sleeve, and that's his racecraft tonight, which has been every bit as good as his race speed. As he comes around the final corner, Max Anstey, perfect again as he lights the candles here at the Australian GP. McElrath will be second. Here's Park, quick look over the shoulder, Schock nowhere near. Park will get third in this one. Schock will cross the line in fourth, and we await the arrival of Michael Hicks over the finish line jump. There it is. No, Kyle Peters gets him. Hicks is dropping. He must have gone down somewhere. Yes, he did. He's on the far side of the racetrack. Big problems on the final lap, unfortunately, for Michael Hicks as he continues to slide backwards on the start.